By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Magandang gabi and welcome to the WIC Open 2020. It is now day 4 of our month-long tournament and I'm so excited for more Mobile Legends actions. Once again, my name is Percy. I'll be your host and shoutcaster. With me today, of course, nagbabalik po si Leo, one of our other shoutcasters and co-hosts for today. Leo, kamusta ka? How have you been?
I'm good. It's been a jam-packed weekend. ML na ML na mga tao, of course. Even if merong bagyo and even if hindi ganun kaganda ang panahon sa labas, I guess that's why we should all stay indoors, stay healthy, stay safe, stay dry. And that's what we're here for you guys. At your service, we're bringing you another night of WIC Open action. And tonight, nagtataka kayo, bakit may laro ng Sabadong ng gabi? It's because we're actually just making up for Monday, all right? So last Monday, we called off the broadcast, we called off the game day. Again, to stay safe, para lang sigurado tayong hindi naabala yung mga tao na kunyari, you know, they had to go home or go to a safer place because of the threat of the typhoon. But tonight, it seems like everything is much better. Everything is go. And tonight, we are going to be seeing 2 best-of-3 matches.
That's right. So let's go ahead and move forward with the WIC Open 2020. Before we do that, of course, we'd like to thank the people who made this possible. Thank you very much, World Impact Communications, and of course, mgamer.io for putting all of this together.
Thank you so much to Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure natural bako pamonyera, be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Maraming salamat rin sa Tough Mama sa home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama ang perfect partner. Simple ang functions, good quality at affordable. Nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
We'd also like to thank Hop Movers. Extra kita, extra savings sa mga deliveries with Hop Movers. Download Hop Movers Senders or Hop Movers Captain app and discover great deals. Hop on sa Hop Movers. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Maraming salamat sa iCandy. Fab gadget accessories at affordable prices. iCandy is the place for you. Visit iCandy on Facebook and see the great gadget accessory selections. Last but not least, maraming salamat sa yellow and orange. Brighten up your day with only the best home baked goodies from Yellow and Orange. How perfect is that? I think Yellow and Orange will be showing us tonight what they've got, and they are one of the teams competing tonight.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely right. In just a moment, we'll be showing you exactly who will be fighting out today. But for those na kakapasok lang, just joining us now for this tournament, I'd like to show everybody exactly how they can join the WIC Open. And as you said, this could be one of the future, the first of many tournaments of mgamer.io. So what you need to do is you and your team needs to register and use the mgamer.io app. At the same time, your team needs to reach an average of legend ranking in Mobile Legends. Teams, of course, also will be monitored by the mgamer.io app. So dapat ginagamit yung app habang the tournament is ongoing. So make sure you and the rest of your team is currently registered. Afterwards, that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule. As Leo said earlier on, month-long na tayo, we've been starting this ever since October 30. We missed out one, but we're making it up for today. But what will be happening is that from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from October 30 all the way till November 30, you will be getting a lot of Mobile Legends action from WIC. And of course, now let's take a look at our bracket, because I think this will be our last of our initial brackets for today. We are in a double elimination format. So what this means is that you need to be defeated twice in order for you to get removed out of the tournament. And so if you lose your first chance, that's not the end for you. You still have another chance. And that's exactly what entire next week will be all about. So this is our last batch of playoffs. And then later on, we'll be moving on to our upper bracket and lower bracket. Of course, let's go ahead and check out who will be fighting out today.
We've got two teams first up. Again, a total of four tonight, no? A total of four having an introduction here at the WIC Open. First up, I do believe we are going to be introducing Yellow and Orange.
That's right. So let's go ahead and check out Yellow and Orange. So Yellow and Orange is a team composed of the following players. So you have Beer, Bianca Taba, Kanu, Ju Kyle, Para sa Cheesecake, Siap Yes, and of course, Winrar. And of course, on the other side, we have Chef Irish Online Kitchen.
That's Alaska, Aldrin, Ashupo, Humble God, Bit, Irish, Revel, Ryan, and VP said. All right. So sabi nga nila, this is Irish's online kitchen. So Irish is a member of this team.
So there you go. Very interesting ang bakbakan natin today, because we have a kitchen up against a bakery. Of course, Yellow and Orange is one of our sponsors, and of course, they do make excellent cheesecake. So it's going to be a very interesting night for today.
And that's our first matchup alone, all right? So the first matchup already kind of writes itself. Yung susunod na laban, mamaya pa yan, it's going to be Power Edge and Master of whatever. So, share nyo na yung stream, all right? Let everyone know that your friends are going to be playing tonight at the WIC Open. Tag them, and just make sure not to call them, okay? Kasi naglalaro yung mga yan. So don't do that. It's going to get in the way of their concentration. But yes, thank you so much for joining us, making us part of your weekend. I'm super excited. May bagong labas na hero, Benedetta. I think people have gotten access to this hero. Most of us, I think, simple naman yun. Libre na bigay ni Muntanyan. So yeah, I think we're about to begin very short.
Yes, we've just entered the draft, and actually, I do have a question. No, kasi this was brought up earlier, and we were actually talking about it kami here here's the broadcast video. We were wondering, no, ano ba yung protocol kapag may bagong hero na lumabas in the middle of a tournament? Ano usually ginagawa? Binaban ka agad? Pinipick? Ano yung protocol ba?
In the professional leagues, it's usually a 2-week rule. No, when a new hero comes out, it's usually, unless spoken out loud, ang usually accepted dyan is 2 weeks before it's used, and then even sometimes after the 2 weeks, hindi pa siya talaga pinapayagan kasi nga they're fixing out the bugs, the kinks, and the little quirks that the hero might have with the current metagame. So I understand if most people here at the WIC Open don't want to use Benedetta, and I have heard opinions of like, eh kung hindi nyo na-practice, ba't nyo pa na-try? Diba? Delikado rin. So, I don't really understand. But, here in the bans, we can already see that Brody has been taken out. So, this guy's been around for quite a while, no? And I have seen him play. He has the potential to do really well, but I think what the squad here, right? What Chef Irish Online Kitchen is doing is they're just covering their bases. Ayaw lang nilang magulat. So, binan na lang nila.
Yes, there you go. I think si Brody, no, he's actually been showing up a lot of times, a lot of bans. Pero I'm interested why they didn't, normally, one of the normal bans we get is Barats. And I don't see Barats coming out now on the bans. Are they confident? Do you think it'll get picked up in this game since it's open siya ngayon?
I think whoever picks it up is in for quite the ride. Sobrang lakas ni Barats ngayon. And there you go. Speak of the devil. I do think yellow and orange would be great with a Barats. I mean, no team would ever say ayoko ng Barats. All right, no team right now in the right mind would say, "Wag pick yung Barats." Because gano'n talaga kalakas si Barats sa totoo lang. Get big just changes the whole dynamic of team fights. His kit is so good at displacing heroes. Na kahit na sabihin mong hindi siya kasing big ticket ult ng sabihin nating Fatal Links or ng well-placed na sabihin nating combo ni Kufra, no? Tyrant's Revenge, Tyrant's Rage, iba pa rin. And the fact remains na maganda yung damage output niya and sobrang sustainable niya na hero. So definitely, yellow and orange, great pickup here. Followed it up with a Luo Yi. So I think they're doubling down on displacement, if you will. Meron silang rotation from the Luo Yi and meron sila nung pushback from the Black Dragon form. I like it. I like it. This lineup is very heavy on the new heroes. Parang 2020 version tong lineup ng yellow and orange. While on the other hand, Irish, the kitchen, right? The kitchen, not the bakery. The kitchen is very old school, very frontliner heavy right now.
Yeah, parang this is all very 2019, if I'm not mistaken, no? Itong Uranus pick, Kufra pick. And actually, look at this. This is like 3 tanks right here, no?
Yep.
What usually do you think when you see these 3 tanks, you know, now Hylos being picked up on the other side? Parang wala pa silang damage output at all, no, at this point?
There is some damage from Uranus and Esmeralda. What I'm thinking here is I think naisipan na rin nila, no? Ang daming think doon. Huwag nyo nang bilangin. They ban out the Baksha is because this is what shuts them down. The Baksha in the face of the Uranus and the Esmeralda and the Kufra, just very bad. It's bad news. So, I'm guessing here, tama rin ang basa ng yellow and orange. Sabi nila, tanggalin niyo yung YSS kasi ang sakit niyan. So,
right.
Usually what happens here is if it's a Hylos, assassins just stop. So, ang ganda nung pagkagawa dito ng yellow and orange, they kind of baited the lineup from Irish Online Kitchen. They baited out the frontliners, tapos ang tank nila Hylos pala. So, ang galing. Like, walang choice na iba pa na mas maganda yung Irish Online Kitchen dito. So, there is something interesting though that yellow and orange did again, and they fielded a marksman, Popol, and Koopa, which is relatively unproven. Medyo delikado pa yan. There's so many other good marksmen, but right now, gusto ko yung lineup ng yellow and orange. How about you, Percy? What are your thoughts on this?
I'm actually leaning more on the side of Chef Irish, no? Because I really think that tied interested. They already have a good solid front line, and now they have very painful backliners. So I'd like to ask, syempre, because I'll defer to your expert opinion, who do you really brought out this draft pick? You know?
I guess mas stable nga. I agree with you. Mas stable ang lineup ni Irish dito. Mas maganda yung kitchen, but just the potential to explode, no? The potential for more outplays comes from the bakery, that is yellow and orange. So I'm looking forward to what yellow and orange can do here.
All right, before we move into the action, let's go ahead and watch this video.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang Brainy Good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang...
Back into the action, we're moving into a certain 1-3-1 setup here. And everybody's seeming to do what they want to do. Of course, not much has moved on from their usual opening phase. What I'd like to ask Leo is, who do you think would be your Brainy Good draft pick for today? Out of the draft pick that we've just seen, which pick do you think really surprised you the most?
I think I already mentioned earlier. It's just that I had to see the whole draft pull through, no? Para sa akin, ang Brainy Good Brainy Good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold would go to Kanu on that high loss. Kasi nga, nakita nila, tatlong frontliner na agad ang linabas ng Irish Online Kitchen, right? So, sabi nila, ito na yung pinaka-best tank. Huwag na tayong mag-Jawhead, huwag na tayong mag-Hilda. Let's just bring out the tank that forces out a marksman. And if they can't bring out a marksman, then bahala kayo. Alright? So, Hylos here, that's definitely our Brainy Good draft pick for this game. But looking forward to see how this 1-3-1 by Irish will face off against... the 1-3-1, will face off against the 1-2-2 here by Yellow and Orange, and now big team fight up top.
The Kufra is now going up low there. We're trying to... You saw the Kufra try to jump on in, and actually they had the Hylos and the Popol and Kupa. But it looks like a 3-on-3 actually, since the two of them are up there, along with that little dog right there. But that it isn't enough in order to... they tried to surprise him. A stun comes on out, and the shield really coming on in. Ooh, nice ultimate swapped by the Esmeralda. The Hylos coming on although, and the first blood goes down. It goes over to the side of Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Popol and Kupa trying to came out, but instead he won't be able to counter that, and he will be able to get on out safely. And that first blood by that Esmeralda was brought to you by Tough Mama.
I like the engagement here brought to us by Tough Mama. Yung first blood na yun, dapat hindi mangyari yun eh. Usually, the Hylos is a natural counter, just like the Akai, to an Esmeralda because of the passive damage and the confirmed stun. But since nanggaling nga sila sa malaking team fight, medyo nabugbog na yung Hylos. But here's another fight in the river.
That's right, Yushong is now bringing on down low, and he spots the Roger and absolutely takes him on down. However, the rest of his team is coming on in. You can see the perhaps bringing on damage, the Zask and the Kufra rather, and the Farsa are bringing on damage, and you can just see them hanging around their tower. Of course, the rest of Yellow and Orange will not engage that anymore. Instead, they'll move on to another objective, which is this turtle right here. However, the rest of the team will not easily give them on out. You can see the Uranus disrupting him from the left, from the right side rather, while the rest of the team is zoning around. However, the turtle's coming on Willie right, but no, it is not stolen. The Yuchong takes that one, and that turtle takedown was brought to you by Tough Mama, who the last comes on in. Dialing down on that Yuchong. However, the Farsa is the one who is stunned. Is she in trouble? Yes, she is. The Luoyi takes that one, and she goes down.
Woo! Kakaiba. Here's something we did not notice. Para sa Cheesecake on that YZ, naka-retribution pala. So yun pala yung core nila. Meron silang hidden core. Yung YZ, we all thought that it was a side laner, but actually, looking at the lineup, hindi pala. Kasi nga naka 1-2-2 sila. So definitely something to look out for. And now Percy, dito na makikita. I expected a lot of good things coming in from the Yellow and Orange squad given their interesting hero pool. And already we're seeing it right here. Ahead sila ng mga, sabihin natin 1K gold. And definitely, Otis on that Barats, not dying just yet kahit ang kalaban niya, Uranus. That's expected. And ang bilis naman ng Durans dito, ni Slapies. Did you see that? They're already on the Durans.
They're already on the Durans.
And that's a support. That's a support. Well, that's the only item, I guess, that she has. Wala pang boots, wala pang mask. I guess that's fine. You rush it out kasi ang kalaban mo tatlong frontliner. So, I think that's a good call. Mabagal naman talaga ang Luoyi, but I guess that's what the diversion is for. Her ult, the diversion. So, anyways, totally cool. Sobrang unexpected. Like, bilis tong Durans na yun, ah. But anyways, big team fight sa taas!
Roger finally takes out the Popol and Koopa. This is the retaliation they were looking for, and that was actually 4 heroes diving onto 1. And will they be able to move on this tower instead? Where's the rest of the teammates? They're down here at the bottom lane trying to take down the Straightness, or are they trying to go for the tower? Who will go first? Instead, this is the first tower that goes down. The Hylos tries to take on damage. However, that is 4 heroes. He's now being slowed. With all his stackiness, kaya pa ba niyan? No, not enough. Instead, Esmeralda takes him on down, and that successful tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers. 3 heroes trying to, this Hylos, bakit nito chinarge yung tatlong heroes na to? Hindi naman niya mas-slow down yung tower takedown na yun.
I mean, kaya niya eh. Naglatag siya ng Glorious Pathway usually. I think also ginamit niya rin yung revitalize niya. But what was missing there was the damage output. Since una nga namatay si Dukyle, and then walang follow through. Walang sumalo essentially. So Kanu tried his best, and it just wasn't enough, right? Let that sink in. It's very, very sad fact. But again, sayang yung Hylos na yun. So I think what's key for Yellow and Orange here is for that not to happen again. Huwag nilang hayaan ulit na masayang yung ginagawa ni Kanu as their tank. So, so far, it's not too late. Again, Kanu is still G to fight. And look at this now. Big combo and a fight starting up.
Ang galing ng stun ni Kufra. If you saw that one, nag-jump in siya, dropped the combo right there, along with the Farsa ultimate, was able to drop down 2 right off the bat. Of course, he had to sacrifice himself in the exchange. However, now, hinahabol ng Esmeralda ngayon, both the Hylos and the Popol and Kufra, but instead, hindi siya magkakano. He's diving under the tower. Nag-recall out na siya, but here comes the Barats. Trying to fight him on out. Yeah, 2-on-1. The Barats really wants him. They're gonna keep him there. The Hylos now with the stun. However, that's a 2-on-1. Ooh, the Esmeralda was able to turn that over and is able to take down the Hylos instead before she, kain yata siya, and she gets shut down right there. However, her teammates are in the periphery. The Roger tried to come in tonight to save her. However, that is not enough. The rest of Cheesecake and Orange, the Yellow and Orange rather. Cheesecake and Orange. Yellow and Orange was already in, and they were already ready to fight this on out just the same. So now they have no choice but to back on out, and the stores are slowly looking to, while it looks like Yellow and Orange have the advantage, things are actually moving over onto the side of Chef Irish. Actually very interesting. Initially I thought that Yellow and Orange were winning the team fights, pero apparently hindi pala.
No. What's happening here is the kitchen, Chef Irish online kitchen here. What they're doing is they're spreading out the members of Yellow and Orange. And now, here we go. We're gonna see it one more time. Nahuli dito si Kanu. And Slapias can only do so much. Mababurst down na naman ang tank dito. Dukyle is the first victim. Arachupodo finally taken out. And what's interesting is Kanu is still alive. But for what? 2 for 1. Dukyle. Bakit si Dukyle lang napapabagsak? I guess this Popol and Copa is just not ready for it. And the only reason why it has happened this way is because Humble God, the core, is in mid. Now, bumaba Percy bumabawi sa sabog dito. Si Humble God bit so far 3 for 2. Ang trade natin, 3 for 2 ang palitan. Makataas pa si Alaska. Now you're wondering, how did they do that? Well, first off, ang nangyari ngayon is si Yellow and Orange ang nag-scatter sa kanila. Kasi nga wala yung damage eh. So inisa-isa nila. Pinag-audition nila. And there's another knock-up. Aldrin, looking like in trouble? Question mark. Nasaan ka na, Aldrin?
However, and the Esmeralda actually comes in along with the Farsa. They're both coming in to save the Kufra. But instead, no, they're just being sustained here. Kufra jumps on back in. Down now. However, where is the feathered airstrike? Kailangan nila ng additional damage right here. They're already pinning them out here for so long. However, that is not enough. Instead, the Esmeralda comes on down. Ultimate finally comes on out. However, walang kumama sa mga skills niya, and damage is just being spread over left and right. So, good timing. However, we're currently moving on to a quick resumption of game. Let's take a look here at the top lane, and exactly what you were saying. Naka-spread out sila, and while Yellow and Orange were taking advantage of that, na they were trying to come on in, I really wasn't sure how Chef Irish Online Kitchen would be able to turn that around.
Yeah. The turnaround moment really made sure na may laban pa nga ang Yellow and Orange despite losing 2 or 3 team fights in a row. And the fact na si Dukyle na walang kamalay-malay, it's at this point when the Popol and Kupa is super fragile. Parang mas lalong dito dapat i-protect nila. Dapat dito hindi nila payagang mapasok. And now look at this, Aldrin destroyed by para sa Cheesecake. Pinag-audition Dukyle low once more. Hinahanapan dito ng window ni Alaska. There you go, coming in. Dukyle still alive, no more shields enough to save him. Down he goes na Ionic Age sa likod. Now, there's 2 team fights happening. One in mid, one in top.
That's right. So nag-separate off sila and I was really wondering, was that a really good exchange? In-exchange nila itong si Popolin Kupa for the Farsa. Was that a really good exchange? Syempre they could have defended the Farsa a little bit longer. But instead, the Uranus decided to split off. And okay, let's take a look at here in the middle lane. Are they going to chase him off now? Hylos now in the front. Pero wala siyang, you could have stunned him right there. Instead, magbaback off siya. I think the rest of Yellow and Orange are looking for another opportunity. And they see this up top. However, ang makakalaban nila itong Uranus, will they chase him instead? No, they did not. Both teams back off. And they're trying to... And they'll be moving on to other objectives instead.
Yeah, I'm wondering why Dukail is so easy to dive. Bakit kaya sobrang vulnerable ni Dukail dito? Maganda naman yung lineup and yung community protection suite ng Yellow and Orange, but here's another team fight and medyo lugi yata ang Yellow and Orange.
Hylos comes on in, and along with the Yuchong, they simply drop all of their skills. The tanks are trying to come on out and they're dropping their combinations, trying to remove the pressure off of their backliners. Roger now comes in and finally takes down the Hylos at once. However, it's still in the game with the Uranus and the Esmeralda, both using the combinations of their skills. While shields are on up, both of these heroes actually thrive so much in team fights, and that's exactly what they did. They both dove in throughout their AoE skills and were able to shut down. Look at that, that's a team wipe right there, mostly of large efforts of the Roger, the Uranus, and the Esmeralda.
Easy take right there. Kahit na sabihin mo munti ka na si Aldrin, the fact na hindi siya namatay and si Archu po, these two tanky heroes, kahit hindi naman totoong tank si Esmeralda, she's more of like a fighter and a mage. It really came down to Humble Godbit coming in at the right time. Clean up crew, kumbaga. Merong gulo dito sa may river. Sabi, okay, tawagin yung Tanod, si Humble Godbit, siya bahala dyan. And that's exactly what happened. Great conversion. 5 heroes in trade for essentially just map presence and the Lord. Lalo na sa isang game na ganito, kung saan ML na ML yung mga tao. Definitely now it's slap, yes, down. It's just downhill from here. But hold up, they're still trading. Huh.
That's right. It was a really quick pick off there. Esmeralda saw an opportunity. He dived on in and bigla siyang nag-cut in. Nakuha niya si... out of nowhere actually, si Luo Yi, and instead, she sacrificed herself, which I found very weird because why would she sacrifice herself for that? Pwede naman siyang mag-use kasi there were already 4 heroes in play, but now look at this, the 4 heroes of Yellow and Orange are trying to move into this Uranus. Uranus is really coming on in, and parang shrugging off left and right lahat ng damage nila.
Oh, I love it. Alaska 304. Yung Uranus na ayaw mamatay. Nakita mo yung ginawa niya, Ferdy. Habang nakikipag-teamfight yung mga kampi niya, ginagawa niya, nagpupush at nanggugulo lang. So definitely, I like what Alaska is doing here. No personality, work only. Trabaho lang, walang personalan. And the fact that he did not have to pop his Purify, okay? Parang ngayon lang yata nagamit yung Purify nung may nagtreten ng malaking dive sa kanya. Ewan ko, napindot lang. Just is amazing, no? And I'm not sure if the consecration just came off of cooldown, but the fact that 4 heroes, count that, 4 heroes, Percy, hindi nila mapatay itong Uranus ni Alaska means sobrang gamit na gamit niya yung avarice dito. He got so many items already in this 14-minute game, and he's able to pressure a lane all by himself. Look at this. You got the Talisman, you got the Oracle, you got the Brute Force Breastplate, you've got the Athena Shield. Ano pang kulang? I think that's an Immortality incoming. So, definitely, player to watch right now for Chef Irish is definitely going to be that Uranus. But hold up, papasok dito.
And the cool combination comes out. Farsa now bringing on the damage, and the Hylos is currently going to go really down low. Moving on out now, the rest of the team comes on in. Skills are flying on out now. Who will be coming on out? Esmeralda now moving on low with the crew that tries to come on in. Actually, Uranus comes in from the top lane and tries to bring out the rest of the team. The Farsa finally pops the ultimate. Seven air strike, bringing people on down. Hylos coming on low. Instead, it is the crew that takes damage. Whoop, look at that. The Barats with a double kill. Damage output now really crazy because now he is the big guy and he's really bringing on the damage right here to all the rest of the teammates. And with that, he was able to fend off that attack from Chef Irish. Yellow and Orange really doing in the work. And really quick to defend themselves from that quick onslaught, even though that ambush right there would have been very dangerous. Instead, the rest of the team responded really quickly and were able to deflect all of the aggression pointed towards them.
Nalulungkot ako dito para kay Dukail, no? It's been forever since I wanted to see a good Popol and Kupa na totoong core. Because in the professional leagues, Popol and Kupa has always been like an offlaner, a support, and even maybe like a pseudo tank. But whenever I see a fully set and built Popol and Kupa from the ground up core siya, parang ina-expect ko sana maganda. But this time, it just doesn't. So I'm wondering, kung ganito kaganda ang galaw ng Yellow and Orange, kahit na ganito yung record ni Dukail, paano pa kung nakaporma to si Dukail? Diba? Paano pa kung from the start, maganda yung galaw niya?
Pero wasn't it originally always in the plan? Si Yuchong ang we take a look at that. Zax comes, si Kufra comes on in and drops double ultimate, right? He drops his skills, and also coming in is the Esmeralda, trying to come out and build up on the initiation of the Kufra. However, what happened was, nagtapon lang po sila ng skills. They tried to make an opening for them right there with maybe the two of them diving into the headlong of the rest of the team. However, not much happened, no? Parang trinay lang, testing lang, nag-dive silang pareho, they found their skills. Maybe it just wasn't the opportunity they were waiting for. At the same time, maybe alam rin ni Yellow and Orange to, no? Because they didn't really burst down all of their skills. They were saving their skills for the right heroes to actually target. And to look at that, Esmeralda is stunned. However, si Hylos lang ang baka niya. The rest of the team now comes on in. They realize that he's very far away from the rest of the team. Nag-back up siya. Flash to tumakbo, using his ultimate to run straight on home.
Sabi nila, Kanu, hindi ka naman Alaska eh. Tingnan mo si Alaska, hindi naman ikaw yan eh. Diba? Galitin mo ng lahat. Huwag lang ang Uranus na may balat, okay? Kapag ang Uranus may skin, guys, seryoso yan. So, this is the silver skin Uranus. And Alaska, definitely untouched, no? 305, the only member of Chef Irish's online kitchen that hasn't fallen. So definitely, parang bahay niya na yung top lane. So may titulo na siya dyan, guys. Huwag niyo na paalisin yan si Alaska. Kahit na hindi pa sila butas. And here is the Lord once more. The second Lord of the game marching down mid. Oh, ang ganda ng talon dito ni Aldrin. Percy.
However, at the same time, pumasok siya. However, the Popol was the one who takes him on down. However, he was able to give time for the Lord to take on the rest of the team. The rest of the teammates come on in. The Esmeralda now popping out into the left and right. The Uranus really diving on in, trying to cash out the back lane. There were some people who were already really down low. However, hindi pa sila nakaka-pick off na kahit isa. Instead, they take down these two towers instead. Successful tower takedown brought you by Hop Movers. However, the Lord tried to strip on that damage that, again, the second Lord already. By the way, that Lord kill brought you by Tough Mama right there. Instead, all they were able to achieve from that, 2 towers down in exchange for the Kufra. I think that was pretty okay in my opinion. Especially since this Kufra, ang ginagawa lang naman talaga niya is just really supporting at this point in time. Not much gold loss in the way of the Kufra, just really pouring on the utility right there. And tama ka nga, itong si Uranus talagang wala siyang takot eh. No fear, pumapasok siya, reaching into the and look at that, just staring 5 heroes down in the face. Sige, pasok lang kayo. Parang leering them on.
Yeah. Nakakasar to eh, kasi base to ng Yellow and Orange. Pero parang ang security guard dito, si Alaska, it feels like base mo to, pero parang nasa Zelda. Yun ang nangyari dito. Si Alaska from Barangay Tanod. Well, no, sorry. Ang Barangay Tanod pala kanina si Humble Godbit. Right now, Alaska is definitely a prison guard, no? Siya yung mayor dito sa Zelda, no?
Mukhang naka-house arrest yata silang lahat and instead, pumapasok na sila right here. You can see the 4 heroes coming on in and now they're fighting directly on the tower. The Kufra goes down. Popol takes that one. However, the rest of the team comes on in. They're all dangerously low. All it needs is a right skill coming on from any of the other teammates. Instead, they will disengage. The Uranus already coming into the fight while waiting for somebody to initiate on here, and it looks like there's no more opportunities for them to catch to turn this around. While the rest of the team is currently on in, I was hoping that the Farsa would bring on the damage habang hinohold ng Kufra, hinohold ng Esmeralda and ng Uranus, but that one didn't want that to end right there, no? Instead, balik silang Zelda just like you said. And the Uranus is, again, back to his original position right here. And hindi sila makalabas talaga at all. Even though top lane lang talaga siya, no, parang they can't go any other lane at all. Kasi the moment they move out, mapapressure sila dito sa top. Is that how things are moving?
Sobrang ganda ng trabaho dito ni Alaska. I mean, sobrang secure niya sa ginagawa niya bilang Uranus. Pwede siya magbantay sa kusina. Alright? So kung utusan siya ni Chef Irish, Alaska, pacheck nga nito. Sige po, wait lang. Make sure ko lang na may ulta ko. Para pagbalik ko, purify, consecration, I'm out. If ever it does come down to that. But jokes aside, we are waiting on this third lord of the game. 10 seconds now. Ang ginagawa dito ni Humble Godbit, making sure that there's a wave to push in. While Alaska is making sure the pressure is up top. Tapos, again, top lane is the farthest lane away possible from the Lord. And now look at this. Sinimulan na nga ni Humble Godbit. I think it's time for him to take this third Lord.
I think mukhang kaya ba niyang isolo to? This at any point in time, this is already your third lord and sobrang daming upgrades ang pumasok sa kanya. Na-enhance na ba to? Or,
yes. You got 21 minutes, definitely enhanced. This is a Luminous Lord. But I think kaya niya one-on-one pero mas matagal. So if ever, samahan mo ng isa para lang mas mabilis. But they are just prioritizing map presence, pressure, and now look at this. Lord is out, gonna march down mid.
Alright, that Lord kill was brought to you by Tough Mama. And the rest of his team actually, I was checking it out. Uranus up top, Ufra in the mid, and Esmeralda down in bot. Parang they're not really letting them out or giving them any opportunity to farm at all or lumabas ng base. Because wala. This Kufra from this position can move either mid or bot. Parang wala talaga, walang takas, no? And they know this. Popol and Kupa, Popol and Kupa, no? Parang laying around the traps and alam nila na they're just really there in the periphery. And here we go, the Lord is now coming on and Kupa coming up from the bottom lane and Esmeralda also nice jumping over here. Yuchong trying to hit the backline, preventing any more damage coming on here. However, the Kupa, the Farsa is turning into ice and not able to take on any more damage. I think it was the Hylos who was able to take down one of the other heroes, and instead the Farsa is finally back on in, coming in on the damage. Roger doing the work, taking down the Parats. However, not enough right underneath the tower. The Roy and the Popol and Kupa trying to take out damage as well, coming out extremely low. Look at that. Hindi na lang, mamamatay na siya. Instead, the only one who comes out of that engagement is itong si Uranus. Siya lang talagang nabuhay after all of that.
Nabitin ng isang Ionic Edge, si Kanu. Alright, you know what? This now here we see the frustration that could come into play when you're looking at Chef Irish Online Kitchen's lineup. They are lacking a marksman. So wala silang tunay na pang shred down ng isang malaking turret or base in this matter. So ang suggestion ko dito, sino ba nambe-basic attack? Humble Godbit and Archupo. This is crazy. I can't believe this is coming out of my mouth, but Archupo, man, bumuo ka na ng Malefic Roar. Yun lang masasabi ko. Malefic Roar, shred those objectives. And even Alaska. You know, I wouldn't even be so mad if you told Alaska to pick up the Malefic Roar. Sell the Enchanted Talisman, pick up the Malefic Roar. Dito kay... Sino ba to? Humble Godbit. What can Humble Godbit do? Sell the... wala, kailangan niya rin eh. Lahat yan importante. Maybe boots! Maybe sell the boots, man! You need the Malefic Roar. Kasi nakita ko eh, nakalahati nila yung base kanina eh. So that just means bitin lang sila ng konti when it comes to shredding down objectives or armor. So, I think, who is this? Sino bang bumili nung... someone was building a Durance kanina. Yun. There's only one Durance right now for the side of Chef Irish Online Kitchen that is on Ryan. So Ryan, the right idea, feeling ko nga double down eh. Isa pa. Meron pang isa pang bibili. Kasi naka-healing, anti-healing na rin eh, si Humble Godbit. I think that is something that they have to work on first. So you stop Otis, you stop Paros Cheesecake, and you stop Kanu.
Alright, so that's exactly what they need to do right now. But instead, it looks like papasok na sila. Even without those items, they're really trying to look on and find another opportunity. it is still a little over, actually, mga 40 seconds away before the Lord comes on out. They need to find another opportunity, and instead, are they splitting up the rest of the team? No, they are not falling for that bait. Uranus is just really staying up top and not moving anywhere else. Wala silang magagawa. The rest of the tower is, the rest of the map actually belongs now to Chef Irish. However, sobrang binagard talaga to the death itong base ni Yellow and Orange, and they're not giving them any more opportunities to come in.
Yeah. I think after that successful defense earlier na na-wipe out nila, almost na-wipe out nila, si Alaska lang hindi nila pabagsak, medyo na-build ulit yung confidence ng Yellow and Orange. So definitely looking forward to how Chef Irish and the gang are gonna be breaking down this wall. But so far, Yellow and Orange, parang hindi nila kailangan ng tore. Kami lang, okay na. Kahit hindi kami lumabas ng base, basta hindi kami papatumba. It seems to be the direction they're going here.
Okay, it's already entering the final stage. We're already approaching the 26-minute mark. And everybody's already moving into items na potions na po tayo because there's really nothing else we can do. We've already maxed out all of our items, and looks like they're trying to take out this Esmeralda. But instead, no, that won't be enough up top. Barat's maybe trying to grab this Uranus. Also not going to be happening. The moment that they misplay just one skill out of play, maybe pasim lang ng konti, you know that's the opportunity for Chef Iris to come on in because kulang sila ng one skill or the other. Just really waiting for ultimate spot. And here comes the Lord. Lord is already been called out now. It's marching on down middle. See how things move on, and maybe they'll use this opportunity with the Lord coming on in to finally take down the base of Yellow and Orange.
Yep, now we have this factor na baka talagang part ng strategy to, na pagurin. Kasi nga best of 3 to eh. Game 1 pa lang to. We're already closing in on 30 minutes. Percy, another big team fight at the base this time.
Estes already jumped on in and rolled out all the skills. Fars the final jump, farther air strike, shuts down the Popol and Koopa, and the Lord takes down the final kill. They finally had that extra push that they needed. All they used to really needed to do was just wait for that Lord kill, and finally they take it down.
Crazy
Crazy
here.
indeed.
Ang galing. Definitely worth the best of 3. Let's look at this post-game stats. Ang MVP dito, stats-wise MVP ng Chef Irish is Archupo. But no one can deny, ladies and gentlemen, sa mga manonood, alam nyo naman kung sino ang tunay na pulis dito is Alaska.
That's right. So, would you say na siya ang would he be your pick for the Brainy Good MVP for today? Is it Alaska?
Opo, yes, Your Honor. Wala pong duda. Si Alaska po ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen ng ating Brainy Good MVP, brought y'all by Memo Plus Gold. I'm excited to see how they'll be adjusting from here. I have gotten some word from our back end na may napapagod na rin ng mga players dahil dun sa 30-minute game na yon. Most people are not used to playing ML like this. You know, at this level, 30 minutes, tapos ganyang klaseng depensa ang meron. Most people just aren't ready. So definitely looking forward to how they recover, how they reset, especially for Dukyle. Dukyle here on that rose gold Popol and Koopa can definitely do better. Tignan natin kung meron pa siyang iba pang marksman. Baka may iba pa siyang marksman heroes and hopefully mas magandang performance niya game 2.
Alright, so we're now gonna be moving on to game 2, and everybody is syempre ang tagal nun. That was like what, some 26 minutes? Sobrang pagod nga. So is that a valid strategy na pagurin mo talaga pag best of 3?
I don't think so, but if it works, it works, di ba? Hayaan mo na eh. Nakakatuwa lang na naisip din ng mga tao na ganun ang gawin. I definitely want to see if it has any effect. Kung gumana ba na pagurin ninyo, kung may effect ba talaga siya. But by seeing how close it was, I can't say it's invalid. It's not nothing. Yun na lang. Let's just put it at that. It's not nothing.
Okay. So now we're very interested to see how the draft will develop. And as we're waiting for both teams to come on in on both sides, I wanted to ask, on the side of both teams, now that they've already seen yung cards ng kalaban nila, what do they need to do, or what are the possible strategies that they can do in order to maybe counter or maybe outplay or maybe adapt their current draft into fixing this while the draft is currently ongoing?
That's hard. You know, the kind of mindset na ano kayang pwede natin gawin sa kalaban since nanalo sila. Ano pwede nating ibahin? That's hard because ngayon, nasa blue side na ang yellow and orange. So they're the one who has to set the pace. With that being said, I think the ball is once more in the hands of Chef Irish Online Kitchen. They can allow yellow and orange to do their thing. And I think, this is weird, I didn't answer your question, but it's because it's clear to me what Chef Irish Online Kitchen has to do.
Mhm.
They have to attack the weak link. Kailangan nilang iharas ng todo si Dukai.
Alright. It looks like, yeah, the bans are coming on out. You have your standard bans. You have your Ling, of course, your Bara. Sorry, your Brody rather. And Hilda na ako coming on back. Okay. So, you said na kailangan nilang they need to attack the weak link. In what form usually does this thing?
One is the draft. So already by banning out the Brody, natatanggalan mo na ng choices si Dukail. Also, I think hayaan mo yung Popolin Kupa and you draft heroes that can really dive. Parang I'm not sure kung sapat si Uranus at sapat si Esmeralda para sa dive. Pero kahit nakulang yon in my mind, talagang naharas na rin sila si Dukail eh. So, I think from there, you move on. You draft heroes that can really dive deep. And you draft heroes that, again, are not so different from Game 1. I think yun ang iniisip dito ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Nanalo na tayo eh. So, ba't pa natin babaguhin? So, already we see here the Esmeralda and the Uranus.
There you go. So, okay, something new now coming on out from the side of yellow and orange. They were able to pick up these new heroes. Itong si Helgert. Actually, all of these are new, no? Indivier, Helgert.
Yes. Yes. So again, magandang mindset ng dalawang team. On one end, you have Chef Irish. Inisip niya, hindi naman tayo natalo eh. We did well. We did okay. So let's draft the same thing. On the other end, you have yellow and orange. Let's totally change your strategy. Kasi ang hirap ng game number 1, baguhin natin lahat. And now, ninakawan na ng tank ni na Chef Irish. Si yellow and orange taking Aldrin's Kufra away.
There you go. So, I think that, isn't that already okay? Kasi may Atlas naman eh. Yun yung magiging, I guess, one of their sinutan, or do they need something harder pa in order to consolidate their lineup?
I think they need more damage. Just be safe. Just get more damage.
Your team is banning.
Yan, ang ganda. I really like whoever is the drafter for yellow and for Chef Irish. Genius. All right, I like it because what they're doing here is nabasa nila. Oy, yung first 3 nating heroes countered ni Valer, tanggalin niya yung Valer.
Pero more interesting, I wanted to ask, ba't nila binan yung Roger when they could have taken the Roger instead? No? Parang in terms of damage output, Roger could have been the answer to what exactly they needed.
I guess, siguro wala silang Roger, right? Players like para sa Cheesecake already have their hero. They already have the Helker. So, tanggalin mo na lang yung hero dito ni Humble Godbit. So now, again, they're looking for a hero for Dukail and it's going to be the 1-1. Unless mag-iba sila kasi nga, sabi nila, Dukail, palit ka muna ng role, huwag ka muna mag-marksman. But here we go, we see now the core for Chef Irish is going to be a Lancelot.
Alright. Before we move on to other things, I want to ask you really quick, who will be your Brainy God MVP for this draft pick?
Brainy Good draft pick. Hold up! Did they just sneak this into... What? Wait, there it is for sure. Yan na yun, guys. It's going to be the Cyclops. That is the Brainy Good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold for this game. I'm wondering, anong iniisip ni Ryan dito? Why the Cyclops? Sinong gusto niyang ipin down? Delikado to, mag-pick ng dedicated caster or mage in a lineup like this, lalo na naging first pick Helkert. But I could be wrong. But again, regardless of maganda or hindi, yung performance niya, it's still my Brainy Good draft pick.
I want to hear more of your thoughts on this right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Masaya
right, we're now back into the action, and looks like things are heating up already. We're now moving into our standard. Maybe is this a 1-3-1 coming out from the side of yellow and orange, and on the side, on the side of Chef Kyle. Chef Irish. While we're looking at that 1-2-2 on the side of yellow and orange. Now let's see how things develop from here. You wanted to see. You were questioning this. This Cyclops, no? You wanted to see who they wanted to lock down.
Yeah, I think the reason why people draft Cyclops is kailangan nila ng lockdown. And I've seen this as like a, how do we say, a budget version counter to a hero like Ling. Kasi pag inult mo yan, masastan at masastan yan. Alright? So, that's what I'm guessing. But if you just wanna deal good magic damage, ang dami pa ibang choices. You have the Lunox, you have the Farsa na hindi naman din naggalaw. So, I'm guessing really what Ryan is what's going on in this madman's mind. So real quick, Alaska here in bottom lane, dalawang sinasagot niya. So again, this is what you risk when you're doing a 1-3-1. Yung isang duo lane ng kalaban, magiging solo ka lang, and you have to really watch out for yourself. Protektahan mo yung sarili mo. So mahirap ang buhay ngayon ni Alaska, pero okay lang kasi si Alaska yan. Alright? So, moving on. Mukhang pasimple dito si Ryan wants to go for the steal.
And actually, do they get the steal? No,
Nope.
they do not. Instead, the Hellcat was able to get on that out. However, they were waiting for that one since a while ago. I was really wondering how possibly stolen that. However, instead, maybe they were just trying to disrupt. Maybe tinatry nilang i-reset yung jungle. Pero wala. Instead, they knew that it was coming. They saw it from far away kasi kanina pang hinaaras, no? But then they said, let's look at the bottom lane. Atlas now separating himself, and the rest of the team is moving on out. However, here comes Hell as well. However, up against the 3, there will be no opportunity for them to dive them once more.
Yep. So far, nobody has fallen. But hold up, Aldrin with the jump and the double jump. Falling Star Moon dito. Flickers already used up. Ostic with a perfect match to run away. Mini heart attack for yellow and orange. Muntik na yun, Percy.
That's right. It was actually so close. I was wondering kung yun na ba ang magiging unang kill natin for the day. But then, no, absolutely not. It's already mag-approach ng 3 minutes in and still no kills from either one. However, it all looks very close, no? And it could be going on either way. Nag-jump over here. Let's take a look at the lane already being clearing on out. No other way for them to put on here. Let's take a look at the middle lane. The clearing things up. And instead, we're not really seeing anything. Oops, let's check out who was being on the check that out.
Oh, they're fine. They're fine. Down bottom, look at this. Si Alaska, nakikipag-tango dito sa dalawa. Kanu and Otis. Interestingly enough, Dukyle has been put in the off lane. And so far, maganda yung back dive. But Archupo taken out para sa Cheesecake. Dukyle with the revenge kill. Percy, medyo delayed. But that's not a good trade. Archupo is your off laner. Para sa Cheesecake is your core. Lamang doon ng bahagya ang Chef Irish. Alright, Kano about to walk into it. Ay, ay, ay. What a disaster for that 1-1.
And he absolutely gets bursted down. And of course, the opening salvos of this game has already been fired out. Instead, both teams are actually now looking to engage now that everybody's already rounding off into their level 4s. People are really looking on in now. And are they trying to steal this turn? No, it's not. The Atlas now separates, moves into the and the turtle actually was stolen right there underneath Trump. And instead, aside from that turtle, they were also able to kill this Hellcat, was able to burst on down. And now that was a 3 heroes down on the side of Chef Iron.
No, ito na lumalabas na yung early to mid advantage ng isang lineup na merong Hellcat, na merong 1-1 at Luo Yi. And it looks like Archupo is gonna get bursted down. Nice jump in by Aldrin to stop the madness. There's the Tyrant's Rage to put them in. And the stun being used here by Ryan, and Kanu not panicking at all. Sabi ni Kanu, chill lang. Okay lang, masastan ako pero hindi ako mamatay. And Alaska may have bitten off more than he could chew. You see the weakness marks already being exposed, and he gets out of there.
well, he was able to really, ang bilis yung tumakbo, no, out of that. However, instead, bakbakan kahit na even though he has both heroes already on his tail, kaya niyang ibubul yan. You already saw him on his earlier performance on the Uranus, and he was able to really, he's able to handle pressure really well. Kaya niyang mag-1-1. However, take a look at this one. Instead, it is the Hellcurt finally goes down. The first down by the Kufra. The Luoyi now answers back, and the rest of the team comes on in. Look who's low. It is the Cyclops. Will the Cyclops come on down? The 1-1 gets pushed down by the Esmeralda. And take a look at that one. Another one, the Lancelot from the back line catches off the Atlas, round off that engagement. And they'll be able to move down a 1-4-3 trade right there. Now they actually want more. This tower will be going down as well. And that tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers.
Humble God bit, siya lang yung inaantay sa totoo lang. Kaya merong pangit na exchange earlier on, around 4 minutes. That's where we saw a little bit of yellow and orange flexing. It's because they caught Humble God bit off guard. But now Humble God bit has come to full force. Medyo nagising na siya. Kanina naalpungatan lang ng konti. But right now, I think that's what they need. Kasi that's what this lineup is lacking. Damage. And now, look at this. Archupo, Alaska, coming in. Percy.
With the actually that was actually amazing. I was watching that one, and one was warning on the damage. However, the rest of the yellow and orange coming on in defend the rest of his team. Instead, that the rest of Chef Irish rather was coming on to defend the rest of his team, and they were able to instantly punish that one, clearing them out 3-0. As much as they were behind, and sila pa yung na-back doon, they are waiting in ambush. The rest of the team was nearby, naka-standby lang po sila, waiting for their backup, and wow, that's exactly what happened. Pumasok agad sila, they were able to defend, like, look at that. Jump on in, and it looks like we're going to have a pause here, coming from the side of yellow and orange.
I think the lineup on Chef Irish Online Kitchen, it's a dish wherein the sauce is super important. Alam mo yun? Sometimes chicken is good without sauce, but the sauce here is Humble God bit. Kaya naman patagalin ng lineup dito ng Chef Irish ang team fight, but if Humble God bit is not there, if there's no gravy, if there's no hot sauce from this Lancelot, then things are gonna fall apart. But on the side of Baker. All right, the Bakers, yellow and orange. Yung lineup nga nila parang ang tinapay, parang cake yan. It's a lineup that's very fragile, but again, like a souffle. If you figure how to make that thing float, no, I don't know how. Like most people study years and years to figure that out. Pero kung mapagana mo, sobrang ganda. So the real combo here is between Dukail and Otis, and of course, Slapies. If you're able to get in the Fatal Links and the Violet Requiem, tas lagyan mo pa ng malupit na rotation, then definitely sasabog yung mga buhay ng mga tangke sa side ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen. But that being said, kailangan mo i-layer yun eh. Kailangan mo combo-combo yun eh. But and it takes so much to do. So far, kaya mas magandang performance ng Chef Irish ngayon, early game. We'll see how it goes on after this pause as the rest of this game unveils. So far, Ryan doing okay. But I still wish it was a Farsa. Pero okay na rin yung Cyclops.
Now looking at let's take a look at the balance now right now. Currently 5-9, 5 on the side of yellow and orange, 9 now on Chef Irish. And we're about to resume the game. Currently things are really leaning towards the side of Chef Irish. What does yellow and orange need to do right now in order to reverse it?
Again, Chef Irish to reverse it, or yellow and orange to reverse
yellow
it?
and orange to reverse
There you go. Again, it's the perfect layering of skills, no? And Dukail wasting the Violet Requiem like this, to be honest, hindi naman siya waste eh. Ginamit niya rin naman to stop the push on this turret. But look at this. 4 members now. Nice dash out.
And of course, this is still a 3-on-1. Actually, ooh, they were able to reverse that one. Loi finally coming on out, and they were able to take down the Uranus. That was a nice dodge coming from the side from the Guinevere. We weren't able to see over here at the bottom lane. The Lancelot taking out another one. The Atlas now bursting down dangerously low. One more shot could do it, and he actually does double kill for the Lancelot. However, the rest of Yellow and Orange coming on in to support this team. The Esmeralda just zoning them out when the Lancelot takes down that tower, and that successful tower takedown was brought in by Hop Movers. They're now moving on to the base, and it looks like a reversal of last game, where instead the bottom tower now, ooh, nice jump here from the Kufra. One more ultimate, getting two, landing on three. The Cyclops bursts one down, and the Guinevere goes down.
Oh no, si Kyle. Nawalang kamalay-malay si Kyle! That is the Thorn Rose into the Phantom. Actually, wala pang execution yun. Wow, Humble God bit. That's strong already. Did not even need to use his ult. Now just stole the purple buff from Yellow and Orange. Now, again, first sabi mo kanina, a reversal of roles. The tables have turned, but this seems like a replay. Parang napanood ko na to, man. Parang napanood ko na to.
Mirror lang siya nung kanina, no? Na instead of yung top lane naman yung binabakuran, ito naman tong bottom lane, no? And it's exactly that. Alaska is the one who is turning on out. Ooh, nice jump right there. Stun's coming on out. The Helter has popped ultimate. However, that's not enough. The Uranus finally does deal damage and goes down. The Guinevere goes down as well. Heroes are going down low. However, there's a 1-1 trying to come on with damage. However, he's trying to fight a Uranus. Obviously, you can't bring on him on down just by yourself. You need a little bit more help. And look at this. The bait out right now. You can really see na on the Uranus. They have him here. He's really baiting him out. You know, because they know that in the periphery, the Kufra is just right there. Any point in time, if they take this bait, the Kufra will punish them for that.
Aldrin is doing so well with this. And actually, you know what? Sorry, mali sabi ko kanina. Si Aldrin pala talaga ang Kufra. Aldrin has always been the Kufra. And there's another nice jump in with the full combo. Sumabog si Otis. Bumagsak si Aldrin, but I think it's all worth it. Kanu gets the knockout. Double kill now. Down goes the 1-1. At buhay pa. Nope. Humble God bit shut down here by the turret. 2 for 3. A little messy. Buhay pa si para sa cheesecake. And hindi sila nakapush. I think Yellow and Orange should just take this as a win.
Yes, they should. And of course, no towers taken down. Of course, that was still a 1 for 3 exchange. So while it wasn't really that much of a no, you have to take every bit that you can. Maybe turn that into an advantage somewhere down the line.
Yep. And I think this is an advantage as it is. Archupo, wow, aggressive recalls with Ryan in the backside. Archupo popping the consecration. Isang Ionic Edge na malupit. Sabay Mamba out.
That's right. They were there, they had the opportunity, however, they really didn't take it because, syempre, when you're down 8 to 18, you really can't take these. In my opinion, I don't think you should really be taking these risks. But then, I don't know, maybe it could have been worth it. Was it a missed opportunity? We don't know. Again, this is a mirror of last time where we can see, again, up top, this Uranus is just really zoning him out, waiting for the rest of the team, and it looks like, again, a repeat of game number 1.
Yep. And if anything, I have to be honest, medyo mas maganda dito ang hulog ng Chef Irish. Ng Yellow and Orange. But Chef Irish, again, basa na nila, alam na nila. They know how to attack Yellow and Orange, and they will not allow this to be another close to 30-minute game. I do think. I think it would be, they would be better to know na kung ano yung nagpatagal nung game number 1. So, pagalingan na lang dito, pabilisan matuto.
Right. Well, maybe that's exactly what they need to do. They already know, okay, long games, really not our style. Let's end this early. And so, like, 12 minutes, syempre, half time na they took for the last game on. And they've already taken down Lord a while ago. That Lord kill was brought to you by Top Mama. And now Lord is bearing on down middle lane. This could be the push that they're waiting for. In order to turn this on around, nagkulang sila ng firepower kanina, pushing power kanina. And maybe now, with this push, here comes on Here they come. Lord now knocking on the door. Luigi comes out nicer. However, the Tyrant was unable to catch anybody except for that one right there. They will catch two. Helter Ultimate comes on out. And the first one to go down will be the Kufra by the Luigi. Another fast push back from the side of Yellow and Orange. Taking down two. Uranus now dropping as well. 3-0. However, the tower was taken down already. Now they want this Cyclops as well. Will they be able to take him down? Yes, he does. Atlas shuts down that Cyclops. The Esmeralda now needs on out. Will he have time? But no, he does not, because the rest of Yellow and Orange is currently on his tail. It is the one who takes him on down. And that is a team white on the side of Yellow and Orange. Chef Irish needs to rethink their strategy, because now Yellow and Orange is bearing down mid. Moving on to the rest of the towers, it will be, actually our first hero is now up. The Kufra has to hold on maybe some 5, maybe some 10 seconds more before the rest of the team comes in. But instead, he catches on out and moves and clears this one out. Uy, kaya pa niya. Bringing out Dangerous Low, this Guinevere.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Kyle, don't do it. Aldrin, stay. Boy, stay. Alright? So what happening here is nag-asim ng bahagya dito ang Chef Irish Online Kitchen. They really could have played a little more conservatively. Maybe taken 2 turrets, went home, survived, maybe with 2 or 3 members. But what they did was, sige, all in na natin. All in na natin. It was too late for them to make the call and say, guys, back out. Medyo dehado tayo dito. They sure juggled their opponent's life bars. Nakita mo, halos lahat sa side ng Yellow and Orange, kalahati na lang, maybe less. But
yes,
the fact remains is, kalahati or less is better than 0. Okay? And the fact na na-burst down agad ng Yellow and Orange yung Chef Irish squad means, okay, we'll make the most of it. So I think that's a wash. But the truth here is, firstly, it's not a wash. It's because heroes respawn, towers don't. So, the ball is still in Chef Irish Online's kitchen's side, no? Nasa kitchen ang bola. So, kailangan nila mag-ingat. Huwag sila makabasag ng plato. And here we go, another big team fight.
Here we go, the element of in, and Chef Irish comes on down. However, they were punished by the Guinevere. The Guinevere takes down the Coop, and then the first one to go down. However, the rest of the team is currently down low. Lancelot taking out the Guinevere. The Uranus now has no choice but to come on down. The rest of this team is trying to catch him on out. Nice thing, he's still alive. The rest of the team is, of course, they finally taken out the Helter. It's now 3-on-4 versus this tower. However, they have no choice but to regenerate right now. The Esmeralda is really waiting on them out. Uranus finally takes on the Atlas. It is another team fight. It's now 4-on-2. They have damage on here. And look at the tower. It's now out to your 1/3. Slowly being chipped on out while everybody's lower. And here we go. A team white finally. And is GG being called. Congratulations to Chef Irish and the rest of his crew. And that ends our food wars for today.
Wow, the boxing is finished. That's what they say, right? The boxing is finished. It's time to eat. Bon appetit, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0. What a game here. A performance by Chef Irish Online Kitchen. If I were to name here a possible brainy good MVP, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, I'd give it to Humble God Bit. Definitely. Karamihan ng mga engages na ginagawa ng team nila doesn't work if the Lancelot's not there. And maybe it happened maybe once or twice na, ay, wala si Lancelot, ay, wala si Humble God Bit. But whenever he's there, you definitely feel it, right? So you don't end up with a 12-4-5 scoreline in a 15-minute match if you're not important. The deaths that he got, well, one of them was because, again, asim. So nasobrahan ng citrus, nasobrahan ng lemon, yung linuluto ni Chef Irish. But whenever he does show up and perform, you end up with the 12 kills. So the rest of your team just have to perform, have to follow through. Congratulations. Yellow and Orange, there's a lot of competition in the lower bracket. We hope to see you better when we come back around next week. But yeah, tonight, ang nagwagi, Chef Irish Online Kitchen.
So there you go. We already know the outcome of this cook-off right here. Our top chefs going out, and just like that, it will be Chef Irish Online Kitchen moving into the upper bracket, while Yellow and Orange move down to the lower bracket. Just like you said, makikita natin ang continuation ng laban of both teams next week. And now let's move on to our next series for the day. Let's pause here now while we wait for both teams to come on in. So, pagpapause na po tayo, don't go away. We'll be right back.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, hop movers. Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa hop movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, hop movers. Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa hop movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, hop movers. Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa hop movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, hop movers. Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa hop movers. Extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa hop movers. Safe ang kargamento sa hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances, Tough Mama. Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances, Tough Mama. Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Welcome back to the WIC Open 2020. We are now opening up to our second series for the day after that explosive match between Yellow and Orange versus Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Of course, the latter taking home that one and winning our first opening matches for today. Neil, what were your thoughts on the action that just happened kanina?
Actually, last match, I had pretty good high expectations from both teams. The food wars, as you would have called it. Both matches were tight. Even if it did end in a 2-0, parang dikit naman eh. Marunong dumepensa ang Yellow and Orange. At mechanically speaking, Chef Irish Online Kitchen, that squad, definitely very, very gifted, very skilled. So I'm looking forward to how they will be performing in the upper bracket and the lower bracket. All right? So that's what's happening next week. But tonight, may isa pa tayong kailangang alamin kung sino nga ba ang akit bababa between these next two teams coming up.
All right. So there you go. We're now super excited to open up and introduce you the next teams. Before that, of course, we'd like to thank everybody who made the WIC Open possible. Of course, we'd like to thank World Impact Communications for bringing this tournament together. And of course, for mgamer.io for putting all the pieces together.
Maraming salamat sa Memo Plus Gold para iwas kalimot. Take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural Bacopa Monniera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Maraming salamat rin sa Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay maasahan. Nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
We'd also like to thank Hop Movers for deliveries na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo. Choose Hop Movers and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on. Also, we'd like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you so much to Eye Candy. Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at Eye Candy. And to Yellow and Orange, maraming salamat. Brighten up your day with only the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
So, of course, thank you very much for all of our partners for putting all of this together. For those who are now just joining us, no, the next match is about to happen. And for those who, especially actually sabi ni Leo kanina, na maraming other, we were still talking about this offline, now, maraming tournaments ang nangyayari right after the season ends. And this is an opportunity for a lot of people to try out their skills, to see if they can make it into a more higher level of tournament, the higher level of challenges when they come into playing Mobile Legends. So for those who are interested in joining the next WIC Open when it happens, make sure you guys go ahead and download the M Gamer app. So check out these tournament mechanics in order for you to find out if kaya nyo bang pumasok into the next tournament. And again, all you really need to do is download the mgamer.io app, register with the rest of your team, and make sure that your team has an average of around legend ranking in Mobile Legends. Okay, so once you have all of these, make sure na kaya nyong maglaro with mgamer.io, because when you do, when WIC Open comes up, we'll be looking at all of your rankings, we'll be looking at all of the teams who are currently on mgamer.io, and the mangyayari is, if you guys meet the criteria, maybe you guys will be invited into the next WIC Open.
Yep, make it happen, guys. Kung feeling nyo kaya nyong kalabanin si Alaska or sino ba? Si Humble God Bit. Yan, kunyari sabi mo, mas malakas ang mag-Lancelot kay Humble God Bit. Ano sinasabi ninyo? Well, this is your chance, all right? Nod muna kayo ngayon. Aralin ninyo yung mga teams na naglalaban dito. So that next season, once we do get the WIC Open Season 2 going up, then you'll be a part of this and you can prove your prowess. But for tonight, Percy, I think it's time for us to introduce our next team, no?
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into introducing our teams. So up next for the next series of today, we have Power Edge Esports. And Power Edge Esports is actually put together by Duncan Domat, JYMR, Lian, Rolly Reed, Ryu, and Turat. Of course, on the other side, we also have Master of Whatever.
Yup. Itong Master of Whatever, natakot na ako. Sa totoo lang, medyo lugi ata yung Power Edge Esports. They have Impressive, that's his name by the way. Kent Z Cutie, sobra naman yun. TZ na nga cutie pa. Si Mark TZ, si Ron, si Third D-Boy, at si Yaoki. Alright? So, these days, pag may cutie or may TZ yung pangalan mo, malaki expectation. So, Master of Whatever, I've got my eyes on you. Better earn that cutie, better earn that TZ, and as well, if your name is Impressive, you better not be any less.
All right, so now we're gonna be moving on, just waiting for the draft to start. And actually, yun nga, na-notice ko nga, yung mga may Y sa pangalan, sila nagbe-bring on ng expectations talaga.
Mga TZ, pangalan niya ng champion, pangalan niya ng gold medalist sa SEA Games, tsaka pangalan niya ng MPL champion, all right? So, make sure that we see how they perform here, how they carry the game. But right now, pasok na tayo sa draft.
Yan. While things are moving forward and while drafts are being brought out, actually, I've casted already for si Master of Whatever before in a past tournament, and they reached pretty up high. So, mga, I guess, umabot sila ng quarterfinals, very least. And I like their playstyle back then. I'd like to see how they improved from back then all the way up until now. Tama ka nga yung mga tournaments na to are what gives people the opportunity to improve themselves, to best themselves against other people and other teams. And the fact that they're still carrying on with the grind, joining tournaments like this, it's really very interesting to see what they'll bring to the table today.
All right, you know what? Since you said it, Percy, ikaw na nagsabi, so medyo hinahype mo rin itong Master of Whatever sa akin. So I believe you, man. I trust you. So Master of Whatever, definitely got eyes on you. Sa drafting pa lang, may hulog na, taking out the Barats. Let's see what their second ban is. But for Power Edge, I'm not sure if this is just them covering their bases or they're banning out heroes that they don't want to face. It's the Hilda and the Hellcurt, and there you go. Brody says master of whatever. Get out.
Alright, for a moment there, I thought na talagang pipiliin nila yung sorry. For a moment there, I thought na baka check ping pa lang to. But no, instead, they move into their real actual pick, which is their Jawhead for their first hero.
Yep. No other choices. I mean, here's the thing, man. Usually, pag sinabi mo, kala ko check ping lang, and you see heroes like Mia or Zilong or Layla being flashed, it's at the point where I'm like, hindi na yun nakakatawa. Meaning, not that I don't want to see it, but it's not a joke. Because Project Next did these heroes such a favor na pag nakita ako ng Mia sa RG, I'm like, piliin niya lahat ng counter dyan. Shut it down. It's not a good idea to let that, farm up. So, right now, no holds barred. Feeling ko lahat ng pick legal. Well, technically legal. Pero lahat ng pick valid. Alright? So, now, let's go into the actual picks again. Master of whatever. Two side laners. You got the Esmeralda and the Tams. Sagot naman ng Power Edge, Selena, and YZ. Okay, so already, we see here, YSS ang pwede maging second ban, or third ban, ng Master of Whatever, and they go for the Ling. Nako, pwedeng Kufra or YSS eh.
I see. Now I'm watching the stream right now, and mukhang itong si Power Edge Esports, mga office mates yata rin to eh. We also had another team from yesterday. I think that was, I'm not sure if that was Osterforce or Waltz. But yeah, it looks like we have another batch of office mates yata to. And nag-joke yata sila na, "Uy, mukhang OT ba to, boss?" Counted ba to sa ano natin?
Panalo siguro. We'll see. Kung 2-0 maybe. But for now, hindi ko alam. Laruin nyo muna. Alright? Alice is the ban here for Master of Whatever. So they don't care about counters. Feeling ko lalaruin na lang nila eh. Gagalingan na lang nila mag-ML. So, actually, hindi eh. They have the pick right after the bans. So what they can do here is ban Alice, pick Kufra. Yun na yun. Ban Alice, pick Kufra agad, and say, Power Edge, kayo na bahala.
Your team is picking.
Is that what's currently missing from their lineup? Kailangan na nila ng
a tank, yes. A tank and something to stop countering Ling. Pwede rin naman Baksha to shut down the YZ, but I don't know. I really do think the Kufra is something that both teams need, and parang they're doubling down Power Edge if they get the Kufra here. Kasi counter siya kay Ling, and it's a tank for sure. Why are they flexing all their tanks? Ang daming tanks ni Dunkin. Lahat yata ng tank meron siya eh. Sige na.
No, that's totally like me. I own all the tanks. Tank hero user talaga ako. And minsan ginagawa ko rin to eh. When I play classic rank, flash ko lahat ng mga tanks. Kaya ko lahat yan. But this is an interesting pick right here.
Nani?
Rock?
Anya?
Rock?
Anya Ijay? What? If you smell what the Grok is cooking, Percy, it's been a while since we last saw Grok. No cap. Parang last year ko pa yata huli nakita si Grok sa professional series, sa professional league. So, him making a showing here, definitely I feel like Dunkin and the rest of our Edge, sumusugal sila dito. Nice pickup here for the side of Master of Whatever. The Lunox is a safe bet. For the most part, very rarely naka-counter ang isang Lunox. So far, I like Master of Whatever's lineup, except yun nga, pareho nila pinalusot yung Kufra. So with that being said, if we're gonna be naming here a brainy good pick, right? Brainy good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold, I gotta give it to that Grok. I mean, again, I did say it was a relative gamble. Medyo delikado na naglalabas ka ng hero ulit na matagal natin yung nakita. But, hey, if it pays off, then all the more better. 5,000 IQ.
I want to hear more about this in just a bit. Do tell me more about this Grok right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat...
Over on the chat, actually, I was watching people, and people are as surprised as you, or actually, they're not as surprised as you. Parang they were really expecting itong si Duncan Domat na mag-grok. So I'm guessing people really know. The Power Edge supporters in the channel really know what's up, no? They know something that we don't.
Yeah, maraming fans itong mga tropa pips natin from Master of Whatever. Pero dito naman sa Power Edge, guys, support naman kayo. Tag nyo rin yung mga tropa nyo dyan, pero huwag nyo sila tatawagan, alright? Back into the action now. I think personally the reason why Grok isn't seen as often anymore is because he has very little CC. Yung ult niya, it's the only real means of CC that he has. But here's why you don't count out the Grok ever, is his early game damage output. Khalid is the only other tank these days na pwede kong masasabing ganito kaganda yung damage output level 1. But yeah, Power of Nature here coming in from Duncan. A threat, and there you go. JYMR down bottom. Oh, naipagsuntukan kay 30 Boy, natalo, umiyak. Can TZ Cutie stop in his tracks here by the Lancelot, at meron pa isang knockout. Saan nanggaling yun? Lost it. But anyways, ma-action ang laban na to, Percy.
That's right. It's happening everywhere on all sides, from the Yuchong down here to the Jawhead and the up top and the bottom. Grabe, so many things were happening all around the map, and it looks like both teams are really out for it. They really know what they want. They know what the objectives to take. And now let's take a look at the bottom once more. It looks like the Esmeralda and the Ling are trying to take out this Joyd. And ooh, nice arrow right there coming on in. Nice block, of course, from the Grok. Here, nice skills are flying on out. And it's the back that takes out the Jawhead. One more coming on in. Esmeralda throwing out the Lance now coming on. The Selena takes that one. And the Esmeralda going down from that one. Ling taking down Grok as well. And that is a 1-for, sorry, that was like a 1-for-2 exchange, clean off the bottom lane from that that skirmish.
Yep, magulo ang labanan dito. And I think this is the kind of strategy you want when you have very strong early game heroes. Humahabol lang dito yung mga core natin, si Mark TZ at saka si Tur. And the fact that it's the Ling versus Lancelot lineup, mobility versus burst, finesse versus just full-on flash, it's definitely going to be a threat. Now, look at this, a stun on
That was a nice arrow, actually.
Pang 6 months, man. Meron ka ng 13th month pay, hindi ka pa tapos yung stun. Alright? So, again, kahit na meron kang ult, kahit na meron kang Order of Brilliance, there was no way that you could have even pressed it as the Lunox. So far, so good. Here for our friends from Power Edge. 4-3 ang score natin, pero lamang sa farm ang squad ng MOW. And the reason why for that, I think, Percy, is they're sticking to their lane. There are less aggressive rotations coming in from Master of Whatever, kaya mas nakukuha nila yung farm nila. Pero again, very small difference, 200 gold lang.
I like what's happening to the I have a theory here na baka yung Grok na to talagang old-time player siya na talagang matagal na siyang nag-grok, and then finally he's bringing out something from the closet, bringing something old school into the game. Ang ganda ng block niya eh. Block niya off yung middle lane. They were really out for that Lunox. Lunox had no choice but to wisp on out of there. But instead, that wasn't enough because the Selena coming on for the back lane, throwing out that arrow. And like you said, tapos, there was really no way out anymore for that Lunox right here.
Yep. I think hindi ko alam kung totoo to or hindi ko alam kung hindi ko lang napansin. But ito si Rolly Reed from Power Edge. Tama, I think top global daw. Hindi ko alam kung top global or top regional, pero number 4 yata siya na Selena player. So definitely a lot of good arrows, a lot of good traps. Just basically a very aggressive Selena here you can expect so far. Kaya 4-3 yan ang score natin ngayon. Maganda rin naman kasi ang habol dito at lapag ng ating Grok. And now, Percy, look at this. Linagyan pa ng Guardian's barrier dito para hindi na makapag-defend ng kanilang purple buff. Duncan is definitely owning the early game here. Amazing.
That's right. Turtle takedown now brought to you by Tough Mama. It's a Ling that actually takes that one. Of course, they were trying to take out the team was on the other side of the map, no? And they were trying to take out other objectives, other jungle boxes right there. But now here they are confronting on each other. It's a 3-on-3 match out. Lunox now with a nice block right there. The pass was blocked. However, binigyan ng konting out right there. Sanso pulls out other skills, but then instead, nice one. Instead, the Selena falls down. Oh, backshot coming up for one more. They want the Yuchong. However, the Yuchong is a little bit too tanky for that. But they're right underneath the tower, and they do get that one. However, at the cost of another hero going down. That exchange, was it worth it? A 1-for-1 exchange? Now things are pretty even.
Yep. Nag-asim ng bahagya doon si Impressive, but nonetheless, I think it was worth it. We are approaching the mid game now. Mark TZ na stun going in out for the Tempest of Blades. Duncan dropping the barrier, and this should be a disengage. Neither team is ready for the fight. Oh, hold up! Pumasok pa nga dito! Yung Yushong!
Right out there, he was trying to catch someone out. Instead, who will be left on out? The back siya, kaya pa niya mag-escape. And actually, those one, look at that. Ang ganda ng block na yun. However, of course, the back siya can simply really go over that one, no problem. However, if there was any other hero, that would have been the end for them. Oh, here comes the Ling trying to catch on the Grok. Will that be enough? No, that is not. They will disengage from this team fight right here. Both moving on to other objectives instead.
Oh. So far, so good. Even if they are down 1 kill, 6-5 ating current KDA dito sa 5-minute game, lamang ng 2,000 gold ang master of whatever. And Percy, I gotta tell you, this gold lead, if it goes up to about 5,000, 4,000, it's almost always a GG. You can always say that this team is ahead by quite a bit and it's hard for them to come back. And now look, up top, dalawa nagpo-push. Turtle meron naglalaban. Let's see who's gonna take it.
Alright, that turtle, okay, another turtle takedown brought to you by Tough Mama. The Ling takes that one on that confrontation on 3 versus 3. However, the Esmeralda will fire back at the back shot. They actually do take that down. No, that wasn't the back shot, my bad. That was the Grok instead who goes on down. Selena also bursted on down. And actually, we weren't able to see a little action a while ago. I just wanted to call that one. 2 up top, and they were actually both here before the tower was taken on down. They're being very aggressive now. Master of whatever. And you can see the score being 6-10, even with this goal lead. Now things are swinging on their way. However, 30 Boy now going down really low. Will the
30 Boy!
Fragility. Will they be able to? No, feeling a
30
safe shot.
Boy! Grabe, ang ganda. Impressive. No, it wasn't even... Man, nakita mo yun? Nabitin ng sabihin nating isang dangkal yung wild charge ni Duncan para ma-stun at ma-knock up si 30 Boy. That was literally a hair that he missed that ult. So, already you can see here how well trained, mechanically speaking, itong mga players ng Master, whatever. Now, another big team fight. In comes the Dragon.
Yuchong comes on out and Ling takes down the jawhead from that one. Here's another one, and Grok finally falls on down. Another kill on the side of Master of whatever. The Lunox cleans up, and so does the Ling once more. They're really diving into the tower, and the entire back lane has been wiped out along with the rest of the team. And it is a team wipe for Power Edge Esport.
Of whatever. Well earned ang TZ at QT dito ng mga players nila. By the way, I'm hearing that Mark TZ has a YouTube channel. So guys, hanapin nyo na lang, no? Kung gusto nyo matuto kung paano mag-ling ng ganito kalupit. Again, 403 on this Ling, the core player for Master of whatever. Percy, I'm buying it. Kanina sabi ko, benefit of the doubt na lang, you know? Unless proven otherwise, malakas tong Master of whatever. Pero ngayon, my eyes don't deceive me, brother. 10k gold lead, 6-15. Oh no, nice flip here onto 30 Boy. Falling Star Moon away, and I think he is going to survive, but only for a few more seconds. Apat na miyembro yan. Medyo delikado nga naman.
No? Ang hirap talaga niyang mag-disengage from that. There were 4 people right onto him. As much, kala ko nga yun, tama ka, kala ko makakatakas na siya. Pero that was absolutely, there was no way na talaga. The stuns were out, everybody was ready. It was only a matter of time.
It was crazy. It was a little too forward, no? 30 Boy, malakas ang iyong Esmeralda, no doubt, especially with the Avarice, but you're no Alaska, if you know what I'm saying.
Also, exactly. I do exactly know what you're saying. Oh, there are also nice blocks coming out from the rest of the team. This Grok putting in the work, no? Oh, nice steal right there. Actually, was it stolen? No, actually, it wasn't. very hard to steal from a Lancelot who's looking out for anybody else trying to steal on this. Now this Baksha looking for an opportunity. Grok putting out that barrier. But then of course Baksha doesn't really care. Kaya niyang pumasok left and right. Let's look at the bottom lane. They're trying to catch out this Joy and Esmeralda and the lane moving on out. The rest of the team trying to come on in and defend that one. However, the rest of the team will not be backing them up. They will just be disengaging from here, moving on to other things. Farming up, taking jungle creeps, and pushing the lane. Now let's take a look at the middle lane here. Now in trouble. Impressive. Kind of known out. However, the rest of this team is already there. Yuchong in dragon form. Here comes Baksha stunning on that one. And more stuns coming on in. Everybody's really on down low. Brunox takes on down another one by the lane. Once another one. Triple kill for Mark TZ. Hanapin daw yung niya, guys. So,
Mark TZ lang malakas dito. Duncan, the only one left to defend ang lone wolf ng Power Edge. Dediretso yun na to. Nagmamadali ang Master of Whatever. Sabi ng Power Edge, guys, mukhang hindi tayo mag-overtime. Kasi na 1-0 na tayo ng Master of Whatever. No, I think baliktad. Sorry, my bad. Sabi nila, guys, overtime to. Because we're taking it to game 3. I'm guessing that's what they're thinking. Because there's no way that you should be going into game 2 with your head down. Congratulations to Master of Whatever. Percy, tama yung sinabi mo, man. Walang kakupas-kupas. Kung ano man yung kinas mo dati, feeling ko, nag-level up pa sila. Am I right? Did they level up?
They actually did. I think this is a big level up because most of these, I think the only ones that they retained right here, this Ling wasn't here before. Iba yan eh. I vaguely remember hindi yan Ling dati. And I think they've also changed maybe a little bit more on their lineup. However, it's nice to see how teams in the past actually evolve into their current iteration. Baka nag-update ng konti. Siyempre, 2020 na ngayon. May bago silang pasok, bagong dala.
Yep, for sure. But looking at this lineup, no, and looking at the post-game stats, our brainy good MVP brought to you by Memo Plus Gold is definitely Mark TZ on that Ling 7-0-4. Walang kakupas-kupas, walang kabayad-bayad ng kahit anong death or kahit anong pagkakamali. Almost a perfect execution here. So definitely going into game number 2, hindi na pwede na. You can't just say, ay, top global to si Lina. Ay, malakas mag-tank to si Duncan. Because I do agree, malakas nga si Duncan, malakas si Rolly. But you need to pick up on your other members as well. You need to cover up what you guys are lacking. So, I don't know if it's the draft. I think it's a combination of everything. I think there's a little bit of everything that needs to be improved so that you can force a game number 3. Ang bilis ito, Percy. 9 minutes, 53 seconds. Short of 10 minutes, pero mabilis pa rin yan.
So as much as feeling ko, we both agree on who talaga ang MVP natin dito. I need this to come from you. Sino ang, well, in your opinion, ang brain good MVP natin for this match?
It's easy. Definitely Mark TZ.
Definitely Mark TZ. No questions asked. Let's now wait for the second match of the series to come in. Tama ka nga, hindi pwedeng sakto lang. They really need to go all out. Maybe they need to bring out something out of, baka may tinatago silang barahan, no, na supposedly hindi pa nila nilalabas, pero now things will be very hard for them if they drop down onto the lower bracket. Baka kailangan nilang ilabas ngayon. I'm very interested to see what will happen as we move into the next match.
Yep. There's a lot that these teams have to do. Well, mostly Power Edge. Power Edge has to catch up. MOW, Master of Whatever, nasa kanila yung bola eh. So, kailangan talaga i-steal. Kailangan i-block ng Power Edge ang 2-0.
And feeling ko, kaya nilang i-block yan. You know, just maybe proper placing, maybe now that they've already seen kung anong level of aggression ang dinadala ni Master of Whatever into the game. Maybe konting usap lang, a little bit more communication from both, from each team member, and we'll be able to see how things go.
Yeah. To be honest, feeling ko, Power Edge, they have to ban out the trademark heroes they saw from game number 1. Get rid of the Ling, get rid of the Esmeralda. Ling and Esmeralda, for sure. And then again, just run the risk of letting the Barats and the Uranus through. I think those are some things that they have to be wary of. But some good news, Barat and Uranus actually got nerfed again. RIP. Okay? rip. Kasi si Barat's pinahina totally. Like, they touched the numbers on all of his skills. And then Uranus, yung ult niya, Consecration, definitely his shield and HP regen went down as well. So, feeling ko run that risk na lang. Hayaan lang nila. Let it be and just make sure that Mark TZ does not get his Ling and make sure that 30 Boy doesn't get Esmeralda. Napakalakas na Esmeralda ni 30 Boy.
All right. So it looks like they're just
there it is.
Check, kakasabi mo lang, and instantly they ban that one out. Syempre, you don't want to deal with an Esmeralda, no? If that is it, if yun the ban out mga to, what do you think ang mga other options na pwedeng ipasa naman ni sort of whatever if counter ito ni Power Edge?
Since may Ling, si Mark TZ, hindi malabong meron siyang Roger. I think as a core player, your coverage has to really, be just under half a dozen. Dapat half a dozen ang core mo para never ka maubusan. Para kahit iban nila lahat yan, tanggalin nila yung Lancelot, yung Ling, yung Roger, meron kang YSS, meron kang carry. Alam mo yun, parati ka may backup. You always have meron kang Hillkirk. But now, don't play with my emotions. Wag Bruno. Okay? Oh, since walang Bruno, since na-ban out yung Uranus at Esmeralda, makakalusot yung Brody. So finally, we get to see a Brody in the WIC Open.
We've actually seen a couple of other Brody picks in the past games. However, for today, this definitely is going to be our first Brody pick.
For tonight.
And just to give you putting it back from the past games that we've had, the Brody, while it was able to, nung nilabas siya sa other games, just like I mentioned, maganda yung performance niya, but it wasn't as game-changing as we would have liked it to be.
Yeah. So, in the hands of Master of Whatever though, baka magbago, Percy. Baka magbago kasi nga ibang player din to eh. Di ba? We haven't seen Master of Whatever hold and play with a Brody, so this is definitely something I'm looking forward to. And just like that, mukhang nakita nga na Master of Whatever, uy, si Rolly, top global. Pigilan niya yan, kunin niyo na yung Selena. And now we're gonna see what else Rolly has. As the support player, as the mid player, ano pang meron siya? Open niya ng Farsa.
It could be, however, will they be able to actually take it or will they take something else? Maybe there's something in their lineup that they need to secure pa. Because, for example, that Grok really came out of nowhere. Hindi ko talaga in-expect. But instead, could it be this? Itong Hylos talaga ang ginagamit niya? Or ito naman po, nagpo-flex ulit ng lahat ng mga tanks niya. Instead, he will set on the Hylos instead.
This is dangerous. Again, whenever you have a Hylos, you usually pick that up in the last two slots kapag alam mo wala ng space para mag-marksman yung kalaban. But right now, you see the marksman already in slot number 1. Bakit ka pa nag-Hylos? This is very curious. Although I understand why there is a little bit of some give here. Bakit may allowance? Kasi nga, naka-heal that, naka-tams ka na. So, maganda na talaga yung frontline mo. Basically, overload mo lang yung damage ni Brody. But now we're going into the second phase of banning. Back siya and Hellkirk taken out here. Kailangan pa ng tank ng Master of Whatever.
So, who could it be? There are still a lot of tanks available as much as
Definitely.
You're still open to your wala pang nagpipick up ng, I guess, ng Kufra, ng Atlas, so on and so forth. Marami pang open.
You have the Kufra, the Atlas, wala ng Johead. You have the Cho. I'm curious if the Cho is gonna make a showing here. Tank Cho is definitely still a thing.
It could be, no? Maybe it'll be picked up. Or will they actually try Benedetta? Will we see Benedetta coming out tonight?
Wag ganon. Mark TZ, bro, kung gusto mo mag 2-0, kunin mo na yung Lancelot. Alright, there you go. So now that means Ling. Open for Power Edge. Ling or Roger. There you go. So now, kulang pa nga sila ng tank. Sino nga ba? Feeling ko, kufra mo na yan eh. Akai! Okay. Interesting. I guess, yeah, the Kufra is very difficult to play into the Hylos. So, the Akai is nice for pickoffs. And there you go, the Roger. The core for Power Edge. Yeah. Again, there's only very few cores left in the game now. So, looking at the brainy draft pick that I think we can name here, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. Percy, gotta give it over to that Selena. Again, nakawan mo ba naman yung top global Selena nung kalaban. Not even just because of the choice of hero, but because of how good you know the opponent is with this hero. That's my pick.
Okay, let's get on into the action right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Patience na po, and there we go. We're now into the match. Let's go ahead and check out how the laning phase will develop and what exactly will they be bringing to the table right here. Is this a standard 1-3-1 now coming from both sides, and going for the gold lane is this Alice and Hilda. Up top for the EXP, you have the Brody fighting off against the Tams. Let's take a look at the middle lane now. Let's zoom out for the action and see how the first opening skills come on out. People just really testing each other. Nice one right there, and many of them going into the jungle right now. Instead, they want to force out and confront each other skill on skill, face to face.
Yep, 1-3-1 ang sagot ng parehong team dito, and this is essentially just how things should go despite the new changes to the lanes. And lamang sa top lane dito si Impressive. Impressive versus the Ryu. Pwedeng i-bully dito ng Brody yung Tams, but it will all come down to how aggressively the Selena is gonna rotate. Yoki should definitely help out if they want to have this Brody make it to the late game. But now look at this, nice stun on 2. Duncan.
And go down, and Selena takes first blood. Duncan going down. First blood brought to you by Tough Mama. That was an actually nice stun right there. Will be another stunning here. Mukhang itong Selena natin in the forms of Yoki, mukhang marunong rin siya mag-Selena. And of course, if you weren't watching out for that one, you would be caught out on the back line, just like what the Hylos brought you down. He was already full life, and bigla siyang alive. The rest of the team comes on in, able to burst him on down. Early game pa lang to, the Hylos still developing his tankiness right there.
Delicado. So this is what I'm saying. Oh no, but look at down bottom. JYMR.
Hilda, will you be able to make it? You saw that out of nowhere. The Lancelot rather, na-burst down na ng Alice, na-burst down ng ano, and instead, the Selena was trying to catch out. If he was not in those bushes, then he would have been caught out by that Selena. Mukhang the Selena also want to take advantage of that one. However, let's also look up top, and the Brody is faring pretty on well versus this Roger and this Tams.
Already early lead for Master of whatever, just about 500 gold, but it looks like Yoki may have bitten off more than he could chew, or a fire, sabi niya dito. And look at this, Martizi with the Phantom Execution, misses Rolly Reed, papasok dito yun sa likod, 30 boy with the ult. That's gonna be the Blood Oath. JYMR goes down. Duncan gonna be walking away, still dealing quite a bit of damage. 30 boy with the stun. Yoki with the arrow. Duncan gonna go down. Triple for 30 boy. Tur taking down the Selena. Medyo napalalim doon. And now transform with the flow. And there's another go by Tur. That's a double. Pero na-shutdown dito ni Mark TZ. Maraming palitan, Percy. Nakakatakot ang ginagawa dito ng dalawang teams na to. But still coming out on top. 6-2 lead. Master of whatever.
Ang galing ng play-by-play nun. Everybody was really coming into the defense or into the rescue of the teams, but instead, one after the other, we saw triple kills and double kills flowing out from both teams right there. And well, that's just really how it is. Because syempre, kailangan mong lumesbak, kailangan mong mag-answer back. And if you just be passive about this, if you don't follow the aggressive, you see that Selena trying to follow out that arrow, was he able to catch no out? No, he will not. And mukhang mag-play safe siya muna. Let's take a look at the middle lane. Both teams are moving on in. The Hylos is really playing on out. Brody looking for a target right there, and Kai trying to come on in. Now both bullying this creep. Ooh, that Selena arrow. Konti na lang tatama na siya, pero instead, he mag-attack on out. Hylos really bringing on the front lane here. If any point these stuns connect, you know that both of these heroes, si QT and si Yoki, could jump in at any point in time. And speaking of jumping in, Roger now backing on it, and the Selena moves on out. Hylos coming to the rescue, and the rest of the team moved in. Lancelot now trying to bring on the damage. Was stunned by the Lancelot, by the Hylos rather, and now they are dangerously low. Just one jump, one skill could bring them down, and they are not backing out just yet. Akai trying to look for an opening. Will they be able to come on in? Hylos really being the guard here. Alice out of the side. Jungle, will they be able to catch them on out? Nope, neither of them are retreating just yet. Will there be any confrontation here? Waiting for somebody to move forward, but no, instead they will all recall out and move on to other objectives. Now let's take a look at the turtle right here. Turtle now moving on low. It's currently looking at yes, Master of whatever will take that one land stake in the turtle, and that turtle takedown brought you by Tough Mama. We're now looking at the middle lane, and just like that, Martizi takes one. Impressive takes another. Hylos now going down. It will be able to take another one. Tham's going down low, and the Lancelot trying to catch one out. Yes, it does. Brody catches down that one, and just like that, 4 heroes taking on 3 for nothing. That's right. They just cleanly sweep up those 3.
Ang interesting dito is ang dami nangyari, di ba? 3 kills, pero nagkakabulan. It was 3 kills that they had to work for, and Yoki just misses the arrow there. Oh no, JYMR, you need to get into the bush, friend, though. You need to get into the bush, and he's safe for now. Pero na-stun pa rin siya doon, and that's going to be bye-bye, Hilda. So, what I was saying is, kahit na ang dami ng kills ng Master of Whatever dito, they're actually taking their time when it comes to conversion. And this is going to be only their second turret, even after so many kills already. Muntik na hindi na makuha. And there you go, nice jump in by Candizi with the Hurricane Dance! Execution dito ni Martizi, taking out Riley and Duncan as well. That's a double for ya boy. Pakihanap siya, subscribe now. Martizi on YouTube. Percy, Master of Whatever, this is so much better form than they saw in game number 1. Ano to, nag-warm up lang sila, tas ngayon, ito rin tunay na laro.
Maybe talaga siya ang tunay na Selena Master in the rules of this one. You can really see na yung mga arrows talagang nag-connect right after the other. You know that these guys practice really well. They know the openings, they know when to come in, and the communication between both teams, or rather this team in particular, is clear on. They know which one to target, which one to jump in, and which one is just being made. At the moment it connects, you know that you have to come on in and act on this initiation.
Ay. Both teams here definitely showing much better performance than in game 1, but yun step up, yung pag-level up ng Master of Whatever, Percy, para siyang from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 4. Hindi na gold yung buhok ng Master of Whatever. Kasi ang ginawa ng Power Edge dito is, sige, level up tayo 1. Pero ang ginawa ng Master of Whatever, level up tayo 3. Okay? Diretso lang. From Squirtle to Bulbasaur. Wala nang War Turtle. Okay? So here we go. That's another push down bottom by Martizi. I'm guessing, kaya hindi rin tayo makita ng masyadong aggressive moves from Power Edges because Master of Whatever is on them all the time. Look at this, another catch onto Tur, and the Roger goes down. So sunod na rin dito si Ryu. Yoki is going crazy. Monster kill by Martizi. Nastan dito ang ating, what is that? I can't even see. Duncan goes down. It's the highlight. Are they gonna wipe him out? Yes! Oh!
And they do. What a team wipe right there. It was just one after the other. They couldn't even defend themselves. They couldn't even help each other out. But one after the other, they were trying to force them one down, and they do take down the middle tower. Tower takedown brought you by Hop Movers. And it looks like this is the end. It is still 8 seconds before the rest of the team comes up. And just like that, right from the up, just as they got down, the Roger goes down once more. And now the Tams has to go back and heal himself because he is also low himself. Grabe talaga ang level up na sinabi mo. This is exactly what they're showing us, and it looks like they don't want this to reach a third game.
Kulang pa yata yung Super Saiyan 4 eh. Feeling ko ano to, Ultra Instinct ang ginawa ng MOW. From Super Saiyan 1 to Ultra Instinct, guys. Hindi na sila Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super na ang pinasok dito ng MOW, and I'm not sure if Power Edge was ready for it. Wala ka bias guys, tingnan nyo lang yung performance, right? 20-3, up by 12,000 gold here in this 8 minutes 30 seconds game. nabutas na sa mid. It could have ended right then and there. It's just they did not want to push it too far. And, wow. Percy, ano pa pwedeng gawin dito ng Power Edge? I think they can farm up. They can protect Tur here and make sure that Rolly is able to push back the aggressive plays by MOW. But that aside, hold up! Oh, wow, Martisi!
They just really weren't able to protect him. Ang galing ng Lancelot na yun. Pumasok lang siya. He found his target and Tur gets taken down right there. And the rest of the team follows on in. It's only the Hilda left and the rest of the tower just really has no defense anymore. Just like that, the game ends right there and the final tower gets taken down. Congratulations to Master of whatever good showing Power Edge Esports. However, that is not enough to take on yung nga, sabi mo nga, ang ultra instinct na tong si Master of whatever and just really steamrolling over them 24-5.
No words. I have no words. In this game, nakaisa sila kay Mark TZ. Alright? Last game, Mark TZ went relatively flawless. This game, 10-1-6. But no doubt, this Lancelot is still our brainy good MVP. Brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. Panoorin nyo dun sa replay natin, if you can see again how well this man executed with this Lancelot. It's amazing. So, nagpa-seminar siya dito. 9 minutes lang. Sabi niya, okay, kanina 10 minutes, 9:53. Let's shave about 40 seconds off. 9 minutes, 17 seconds. Amazing performance.
Nagsispeedrun sila. They want to get this done as soon as possible. Okay na guys, let's get it on out of here. Or baka sige, Power Edge Esports, wag na kayo mag-overtime kasi baka umulan, late na eh. Ito na, patapusin na natin to bago mag-time para makapag-time out tayo.
Feeling ko itong Masters of whatever, manonood pa silang Queen's Gambit eh. Sige, tapusin na natin, manonood pa ang Queen's Gambit eh.
Mukhang very busy ang weekend nila. However, ours, and for this matter, magtatapos dito because this is the end of our first 2 weeks of first 2 week of matches here sa WIC Open. And now we're gonna move on to our next matches, mga upper bracket and lower bracket. So I'd like to see kung anong mangyayari sa day 5 natin, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, day 5. So we're now moving on to day 5. We're now seeing who's gonna be moving on to the upper bracket and who's going to be moving on to the lower bracket. And day 5, which is this Monday, ano nga bang date ng this Monday?
That's 2 days from now. That's the 9th.
9th. So November 9. On November 9, for our first match, we have our upper bracket 1, which is Aksa Tansui versus .exe. And for our next match for that day, we have Fly Esports versus iCandy in the lower bracket. So itong mga nag-face off sa pinakaunang day natin will be facing off their counterparts in each of the other respective brackets. And of course, this is very dangerous now for those in our lower bracket because the moment na you drop out from this one, this could be the end for your run here at the WIC Open 2020.
Fight for tournament life, ika nga. So, hope to see you guys then. Ulit, kita-kits on Monday. That's November 9th. It's going to be the second round of our tournaments. We're now going into the proper bracket. So, again, very impressive games from tonight's series. First up, 2-0. Yung pangalawa, 2-0 ulit. Excited to see what next week brings.
All right. I'm hoping now we're going to see more even off matches because mukhang actually lahat ng mga matches natin from now up until from when we started up until today, puro sila 2-0. I haven't seen a third series yet. So maybe we're really moving, separating people onto their upper brackets and lower brackets, especially for lower brackets where right now it is absolutely right. It's now win or go home because wala na silang choice. Backs against the wall. They have to do their best. So with that, let's go ahead and check that out now. We're going to sign off. Once again, my name is Percy. With me is Leo. We're going to be casting and hosting the rest of the WIC Open. When we come back this Monday, catch you then.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello. Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama Nobody's tough like Mama
backloading, delivery, asenso ang negosyo. Sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento. Sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo. Sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento. Sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com